Good morning. Welcome this morning to our meditation. My name is Reverend Carrie Masters, and I will be facilitating the meditation as well as giving the morning message. So thank you for being here this morning. Let's take a moment to just settle in our seat. And I invite you to close your eyes, and we're going to take 3 nice breaths, breathing in the love of the universe and exhaling all of that love back out into the universe. And again, breathing in, exhale, breathing in, and I invite us all now to simply allow our breath to be natural, easy. And I invite us to pay attention to the areas in your body or on your skin where you feel the breath most prominently. You might feel it at the entrance to your nose, just above the upper lip. Or you might feel it in the expansion of the ribs or the stomach. Just allow yourself to feel that and follow the breath in and out. As the mind wanders into thought, concerns, worries, plans for the afternoon, just notice them and let them pass by and return your attention to the breath. Focusing on the breath, we can also bring relaxation to our physical body by just noticing any tension anywhere within the body. Sometimes that tension gathers in our forehead, our temples, our cheeks, and our jaw. So I invite you to simply notice that and relax. Simply be with the breath. I also invite us to relax the neck and throat area, a place where tension gathers sometimes. Just let that tension go and relax. Placing our attention on our shoulders and arms, hands, fingers, relaxing them, perhaps holding our hands relaxed with palms up in our lap. And focusing on the breath. And now I invite us to place our attention on the upper back, the mid-back, and our chest area. The area where the heart is protected, automatically breathing its life, beating its life within us. Notice any emotions that might be carried there. And for now, we can let them go. And continue to focus and follow the breath as it moves in the body and out. Bringing our awareness to our low back and hips, our stomach and abdomen. Just notice any tightness in any part of that area. Let it relax. And now noticing and relaxing our thighs, our knees, our calves, Our legs do so much for us. We're letting them relax now. Letting go of any tightness in the ankles, feet, and toes. As our breath continues to automatically come into the body and releasing from the body, we bless the breath. Every breath we take is the breath of love, the breath of light, the breath of peace. We take a moment to recognize the automatic workings of our heart and all of the organs in our body, surrounding them in our mind's eye with the beautiful light of spirit. Take a moment to give thanks for all the activity going on within that allows us to express the divine in the outer world. And now I'm going to invite all of us to recognize a beautiful light that's at the center and core of our being. This light expands throughout our body, and it expands beyond our body to the front of us, the back of us, to either side, above us, and below us. This light fully encompasses us. And with this light now we share it with all the others in this room, all those who will be here. We share this light by extending it outward from us, extending it out to the front, to the back, each side, above and below, extending this light out so that it fills this room and cannot be contained. And it moves outward into this community. It is the light of love and peace, so that everyone in this community is blessed by this light. And we allow this light to continue to expand and grow and become the light that is within our state, our country, our continent, and the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the countries all over planet Earth. That light is love and peace. And this light is within every living being on this planet, every animal, every tree, every blade of grass, every person has that light shining within it and around about it. We take a moment now to just bless this light, this peace, this love that we have shared with all and with ourselves. And I invite us now to bring our awareness back into the seat in which we sit, into the room, to the people around us. And we bring our light to this service. I give thanks for this time of meditation and connection with the divine. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to gently wiggle your fingers and toes and very gently open your eyes. And I invite us all to take a nice big deep breath. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Carrie. And so we move from the metaphysical realm right back here into the room. With all these beautiful souls. Good morning, everyone. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I'm getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Time for our welcome and Rick Cumming.
Thank you. The stage was my first love. Okay, Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our spiritual center in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary, and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name's Rick. Welcome, everybody. It was great meditation. Karen, I loved it. And Carrie? I'm sorry. And it's truly an honor and privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a new thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to all spiritual truths from all the world's religions, traditions, and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you're always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. We are delighted to have you all with us today.
Yay! Yes.
Sorry. So we have Trevor. I met Trevor. We are delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully. All right, here we go. Announcements for Sunday, February.
Nope, that's later.
Oh.
Thank you, Rick.
You mean it's not over?
Somebody get the hook. No. So if you took a look at the program today, it says I'm going to do a song called "Love Is Love" here. It lies. I was. Some of you may know. Over at the university, just a few blocks from here, there's a beautiful labyrinth. And I was out the other day walking it. I don't know if you've had that opportunity to walk a labyrinth before, but it's a kind of a walking meditation, is all it really is. There's nothing too woo-woo about it, I don't think. Maybe it's all horribly woo-woo. I don't know. It's, that's up to you to decide. Anyway, I was walking the labyrinth, and I was kind of getting into it. I was walking slowly, and there was nobody else around, and it was a cool winter morning. And as I walked, I just kept noticing that each step I took, even though I would lift my foot and place it, and lift my foot and place it, it didn't seem to be coming away from the earth. It seemed to be, the connection was very strong. And so I kind of thought my feet are not on the earth. My feet seem to be sort of in the earth, which is a strange idea, but I thought, being the songwriter, I went, that's not a bad line. So I thought, well, then I, went on from there. Well, if I'm going to write a song with that, what else could I do? Well, if my feet are in the earth, where's the center of my body? Where's my heart? Where's the top of me? Where's that? And so that's this. Okay, this is what I came up with. My feet are in the earth. My heart is in the world. My spirit's in the sky. I am open. I am free. Could you echo me on that? My feet are in the earth. My feet are in the earth. My heart is in the world. My spirit's in the sky. My spirit's in the I am open. I am free. My feet are of the earth. My heart is of the world. My spirit's of the skies. I am open. I am free. My feet love the earth. My heart loves the world. My spirit loves the sky. I am open. I am free. I am open. I am open. I am free. I am open. I am free.
We could almost use that as our opening prayer. However, it says in the program that I'm to do an opening prayer, so let's turn within together and just know that the presence of the divine is here all around us. It is that divine presence that is in everything that we see and touch and smell. This divine presence is within all of the things that we cannot see that are truly present. And I know that this presence has created all of it. It has created the universe, this planet, this building, each one of us. And I know that we are unified with it and unified with each other. And in this knowing, I speak my word for this Sunday service. I know that as we move through this time together, we are each uplifted, perhaps healed. We are each blessed beyond measure, and we leave here with a new idea that we are truly divine. I give thanks for all that's about to unfold this morning. I know it is good and very good. And I give thanks to the law, whose words that I've spoken are already being worked upon, because the law always says yes. And so I release these words. I know it is true, and we let it be. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone. Hi. This is a reading from Thalia Hunter. How can you love without pain? She asked. Love is not about ownership, but appreciation. The secret of love may be found in this rose. To love the rose is not to possess it or to pluck it, but to savor its beauty and witness its magnificence, and in the process to be made more beautiful. This is how you may love even when the one you love is not near you, even when the one you love is no longer with you, and even when the one you love knows not of you. Because love is not found outside of you, but is found within you. For it is a way of seeing and engaging with the world. To love is to be inspired and to be transformed for the better. And so there is no pain in loving, because to love is not to lose anything, but to gain everything. Words by Talia Hudson.
Nice. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn to be you. In time, it's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. No one you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. Nothing to be done that you can't do. And no one you can meet who isn't you. Nowhere you can go that isn't part of all. You know it's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love is all you need.
I just love that song. Ah, yes. Well, this morning, some of you don't know who I am. Some of you do, but I just want to let you know that I am Reverend Carrie Masters. I used to be a minister here, and I left here supposing that I would retire. And but, you know, we make plans and God laughs. So about a year after I left here, I was called to serve as an interim minister at the Beaumont Center. And I did that with ministerial student Neil Hayner. And we had a wonderful time. We had a great year. They have the perfect minister for them now. And before he came aboard, I was called by Centers for Spiritual Living Home Office and asked if I would be the spiritual leader at the Hemet Center for Spiritual Living, where I used to be the minister a long time ago. So I'm there once a month, and I attend board meetings, so it's an easy gig, you know. So that's what's happening with me, and I'm so happy to see all of you here this morning supporting CRS Redlands. This is a magnificent church, and I know that this morning we will be magnificent ourselves. Yes? Yes, absolutely. So today is Super Bowl Sunday. Does anyone care? Oh. Okay, there's a 49ers fan right there. Who else is going to watch? Yes, okay. What's halftime? Yes. So 49ers, all right. So we have a consensus, perhaps, that the 49ers are going to win. But you know, that with the game itself, I really hope all the football players have a wonderful time playing today, and all the fans watching, etc. In fact, my niece and her husband watched the Super Bowl with the sound off, and they turn the sound on when the commercials come on. So that's one way to do it. But that's not the only thing going on at the Super Bowl. I'm sure you've all heard that Taylor Swift is, yes, she's in Japan she'll do her final concert, get on a plane, and then land in time to get to the Super Bowl to cheer on her boyfriend. So I also heard that there might be a proposal in the wind here today at the Super Bowl. So we have to watch just to figure that out. Now also this week, next Wednesday, is Valentine's Day, as we know. Yay. The stores are awash with pink and red and white stuff, indicating love. It's surprising to me that canned goods aren't in a heart shape this time of year. But it's really great because it reminds us of how important it is to love other people. There's cards, there's gifts, there's flowers, there's balloons, and it's all, I think, to remind us of how important love is in our life. Now, I will tell you, I did a little research, and I found out that Saint Valentine had kind of a grisly time at Valentine's Day because the father, or the king rather, didn't want anyone to love anything else but him. And so, and Saint Valentine was a Christian, and he wanted to express his Christian values to the world, and the king didn't like that either. So St. Valentine's knew he was headed for the guillotine, and he wrote a note to the daughter of the king whom he had befriended, and he signed it, "Be my Valentine." So that's on everything now. And then he came to an untimely death. But I'm still so grateful for him for being the person that we have celebrated through Valentine's Day. Next Wednesday is also Ash Wednesday. Now, Ash Wednesday, I remember as a little girl going with a friend of mine who went to the local Baptist church, and she said, "You have to come with us because we're going to go to the Ash Wednesday service." And I came home with ashes on my forehead in the shape of a cross. And it's a time before Lent. It's 46 days before Easter. So it gets its name from placing ashes on the foreheads of the faithful as a sign of mourning and repentance to God. And it is a day to be celebrated, because every day is a day to be celebrated, don't you think? It doesn't matter what's happening in our days. It's all to be celebrated, because it is my firm belief that everything that happens to us is happening for us, and it is love in expression. Now, that love might not be what we think it ought to be. You know, it might not go the way we think it should go, but it is still love, and it's an action that's taking place. I was thinking this week about a bouquet of flowers that came to the office I was working in, and the roses were beginning to die. And being the administrative assistant, it was my job to make sure there were no dead plants in the building. So in our department, I started taking out the roses that have died. And as I placed one in the trash can, I told a friend of mine that worked there, it's always so sad when a rose dies. However, that was before I started taking science of mind classes. And now I understand that the rose had completed its life. And it is sad that they die. However, their beauty goes on forever. And because of that, we get to know that everything that happens to us is beauty happening for us. That rose that I threw in that trash can is still fresh in my memory. And I remember its beauty when it was unfolded and it was just gorgeous. And then when it started to turn a darker shade of red and die, I noticed that there was beauty in there too. So this time of year, this month, is a time for us to open our inner eyes to see the love that is all around us. I love my grocery store because when I walk into it, there's always things for me. They put it right in my path. Oh, good. I could have this if I wanted it. And all the shelves are always stocked. Well, most always. Depends on what time I get there. But in the mornings, everything is stocked. And I stopped one day and started thinking about all of the people who had to come to work before I got there to make all of this look good. I mean, all of the labels are facing front. I mean, it's very orderly. I love that. And you see, when we go into a store of some kind, oftentimes we forget all of the hands that came along to prepare all of that for us. They love us so much that they did that just for us. Can you believe that today? I heard a wonderful talk by Edwene Gaines, who's a prosperity teacher that I dearly love. And she was explaining that her and her friend were going on a trip, and they went to the grocery store to buy some food for their road trip. And she looked up on a shelf and saw almonds stuffed in olives. And she took that off the shelf and was like, oh, this is wonderful. And then she later realized that someone loved her so much that they took those olives and stuffed almonds inside every one of them. Wow. You see, love is everywhere. It's not just a romantic idea, which is good, because if we are going to love ourselves and love someone else, that love will carry us through so much. Isn't that true? When you find that you have maybe a disagreement with a loved one, that sometimes that disagreement causes one or the other of you to get a little huffy and, and walk away from the situation. None of you have ever had that happen, I'm sure. It's probably just me. But what I'm pointing out here is that when we do that, we're forgetting about the love that is so strong between us. I have never had an argument with either of my daughters, but I always know that if we ever did, the love that we have for each other is so strong that it would not take away from our relationship. We would be able to talk about it. You see, love is divine. It's unconditional. It's God expressing God. I was going to, some years ago, I was going to facilitate a group dialogue about getting this team on common ground. And there was a lot of angst going on, a lot of tension. And I was able to tell them the purpose of the meeting was to come to common ground. Then what I realized was that love is the common ground that we all can come back to. No matter what the question is, no matter what the disagreement is, love is the answer. And sometimes it seems like it's out of reach. We can't quite get there. Some people may have never experienced unconditional love from another human being. I can't even wrap my mind around that possibility. But what I know is that when a person is responding or reacting to something that I have done or something that someone else has done, they are reacting out of an old experience that they had that wasn't loving. And they sometimes just don't know how to respond. And so they do it in a way that is not healthy, perhaps, or abusive, perhaps. And when that happens, it's really important for us to remember forgiveness. One of the greatest teachings of the master teacher, Jesus, I believe, was forgiveness. I had an opportunity in the past couple of weeks to be a part of Reverend Karen Russo's 21-day jumpstart. Karen Russo is an author. She wrote The Money Keys, and she's a wonderful teacher. And this 21-day jumpstart allowed us to pick a project that we had in our life that we would like to take through all of the processes that she had put together for these 21 days. And one of those days was focused on forgiveness. And this forgiveness practice began with a meditation. And she took us in meditation through a time that we might have felt unforgiving, or a time that felt hurtful to us regarding money. And so what happened was, as I went through that and as she fell into the silence of the meditation, I began to think about my first husband, who is the father of my youngest daughter, and the rage that he put on me for the way I handled our checkbook. This was so many years ago. My youngest daughter wasn't even here yet, and she's 40-something now, so it was a long time ago. But I was still hooked into that experience of him raging at me for doing it wrong. I wasn't doing it like he wanted me to. And so when that came to my awareness in this meditation, I took it deeper and went into forgiveness. In that forgiveness, I saw him as a little boy who had been abused, a little boy who hadn't been believed, a little boy who had been hurt so badly. He didn't know how else to respond to me. And in that meditation, as I saw this little boy, I, in my mind, reached out and embraced him, held him close, and loved him. And as I did that, I realized that I was bringing love back into this picture. And I realized after it was over and I was writing some in my journal, what I realized was that I truly, truly loved him. We divorced amicably, but I really loved him, and I really wished it could have worked out. So I went and told my daughter about this experience, and I told her that I really wish it had worked out. And she said, in her wisdom, but Mom, maybe he wouldn't have stopped drinking if you had stayed together. And it made me stop and think that everything is happening at the right time, in the right way, for the right reasons. And yes, he did stop drinking. His life was a little bumpy, but when he passed away, I think he was peaceful with the fact that he knew that he was loved at some level. And so I tell you that story to help you understand how important it is for us to bring our practice of forgiveness into the deepest part of ourselves so that we can nurture not only us, but the people who we may find we have forgiveness work about. It's so important. And after my experience with all of that, I have put that now in the past. It's part of what I no longer need. You know how we give up things for Lent? I'm giving that stuff up. I don't need that anymore. I don't need to think about it. It's no longer my story. It's everything that you've been through is a part of you, and it has brought you to this moment. You're here because of whatever it was that happened to bring you here to the place where you can discover that you are the divine presence of God in human form. You're here to do that very thing, and how beautiful that is. The past hurts are there, but I am suggesting that this week that we look at forgiveness work to bring those past hurts into resolution. We don't have to talk to the other person if we don't want to. I think had my ex-husband not have already passed on, I might have called him and talked to him. Maybe not. But what I do know is that the experiences that we have had that brought us here are now in the past. We don't need to drag them around in a suitcase anymore. That stuff gets heavy. What else did I want to say? Hold on. One of the things that I have learned about love and about greeting people with love is the fact that everyone is just like me. They might not look like me. They might not be in the same situation that I'm in. In fact, I know that most people are not exactly like me. But what I do know is that we are all a part of the creation of the divine. We are all it. If you look around the room, you're going to see goddesses and gods in human form, because we are all created in that way. And if you have an opportunity to have an experience of maybe judging someone that doesn't look like you, doesn't act like you, I find so much inspiration in the grocery store. That happened to me one day, and I was thinking, gosh, that person could have looked in the mirror before they came here, or whatever my judgment might be for that day. But you see, when we are looking at other people, we're looking at ourselves, and we can say, that person dresses funny, just like me. Ack. But what we can also do is recognize that they are the face of God. They are the face of God. Every single person, every animal on the planet, anything that has a face has the face of God. And therefore, that beautiful song, "You are the face of God, I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me, you are the face of God," is one that really talks to that essence within us. And it tells us that we too are the face of God. I'm going to invite you now to turn to someone nearby and just look them in the eye and say, "You are the face of God." Yes. There's so many smiles when people say that. And so, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could all see the face of God in every person on the planet and recognize it? Even the people who might be politicians who we might not agree with, you are the face of God. Yes, it's hard to do that sometimes for me. Maybe not for you, but oh my goodness. What I love about Dr. Ernest Holmes, who really put all of this beautiful teaching together, is one of the quotes that he said in his, I believe it's in the Science of Mind book. It says, "Love is the grandest healing and drawing power on earth. It is the very reason for our being, and that explains why people should have something or someone to love." Amen? Yeah. Our affirmation for this week is, "I am loved abundantly." I am loved abundantly. One more time, "I am loved abundantly." I am loved abundantly. Yes. Thank you for being here. And now music?
For the offertory.
The offertory, okay. Now we're going to have our offering time. It's time for conscious giving. I invite you to consider that the same portal from which we give is indeed the same portal from which we receive. Let's expand into being bigger and bolder givers as well as receivers. So I'm going to ask you to join me by placing your tithe, your offering, over your heart as we affirm this together. I'll read a line and then you can repeat it. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Yes.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for receiving. And thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, bless you for your sharing, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
We're going to take a moment now to bless the offering, so I'm going to invite us all to hold our hands toward our ushers here. And you can, you know what, I'm going to have you repeat this after me. I bless these tithes and gifts and offerings, knowing that they are sufficient to cover the needs of our CRS Redlands, which is a successful idea in the mind of God. How good it is to speak this word and know the truth now. And so it is.
So it is.
Yes. Yes. And now the announcements.
Now the announcements.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you. It's great. Here are our announcements. Please see Jean if you wish to donate time or meal service and to volunteer to assist with the cold weather women's shelter. Okay. Ask Holly for info on the Spiritual Book Club. Plan to attend Phil's Almanac on Saturday, February 17th, 2 p.m. right here in our sanctuary, and it's a great show. It really is. Today is our Board of Trustee meeting. You are welcome to comment in the beginning of the meeting. Starts at 11:45. Join us for potluck and snacks and fellowship time right after service. And Ed Torres has an announcement he'd like to make. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Torres. I'm the board president, and I just want to share a little something for everyone in our service, in our church, and those of you online. We started a women's winter shelter on January 1st, 2024, and to this day, I want to thank everyone for participating. We have helped place 2 to 3 families, and we have helped place about 4 ladies on permanent housing and to move on to their next steps in life. And, as Reverend Carrie was saying about love, love has no judgment, and we accept everyone for who they are, right where they are. Everyone here, everyone online. And so I'm asking everyone, even online, to help this center move more love to everyone that is on the streets, to participate. Our membership has made a commitment as a group to contribute on a weekly basis. And whether it's $1 or $5, it's not about the amount, it's about this collective consciousness of the law circulation to give every week, knowing that you are combined with a group, that you participate in this, and with that, good things are happening. We've had some contributions that have come in. We're working with the city on a grant. So I just want you to know that thank you to Jean and thank you to the Busy Bee Moms of Redlands. Thank you to everyone that has participated in this shelter program, and it is wonderful. Children and mothers have been helped, and we're so grateful to be a part of this blessing. And always remember, that love has no boundaries, and thank you for loving everyone. Thank you.
Reverend Carrie laid some heavy truth on you. I don't know if y'all got it. I'm just going to repeat it my way. She told you how to change a relationship with somebody who might not be with you anymore. How many people even think they could possibly even do that? That's a heavy truth. You can change, if somebody has even passed on, you can still change your relationship with them by changing your own thought about it, your own perception of it. I don't know that I've heard that from the pulpit before, Carrie. I've been listening to a lot of pulpits. Beautiful job. I used to think I'd always be alone, separate and misunderstood. Shake 'em. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking. That's what you pointed out, the error of our thinking. The lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Why did it take so many years? It's exactly what you said. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. Separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. There's no separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. Make it a great week. Go out there and love somebody.